So you've tried all the productivity apps, techniques, and hacks that you found on YouTube and online. You've read all the articles on how to be more productive, how to stop procrastinating and be more consistent with the work that you need to do. But for some reason, you just couldn't do it. No matter what you try, no matter what routine you set, no matter what productivity hack you tried to apply, it was very short term. You couldn't stick to a routine, you couldn't see results, and you don't know why. Well, in this video, I would just love to talk about the real reason why you never see the difference and why you never see the change and why it's so difficult to be consistent and not stick to your routine. And it has nothing to do with any of these external tips and tricks and hacks that you see online. Those things are maybe 10% of the whole equation. Because if you don't have the foundation, then you cannot build upon that foundation. And all of these external hacks and tips and tricks, these are like the roof of the house, okay? But first you need a foundation to build the house. And the foundation is you, the person you are right now. So the reason why you have not seen any difference in your life and why you've been not able to be consistent and disciplined is because you are not the type of person right now that it's second nature to them to be consistent, productive, and disciplined. Right now, you have a set of beliefs, habits, thoughts, and emotions that make you you. And all of those things, they're not helping you to get to where you want to get to. And when you operate from that place and you try to apply all of these external things, then it's not going to stick. It's not going to be sustainable because it's something that is new. It's not aligned with you. So to see the change and sustain that change, not just for a couple days, maybe weeks, but every single day for months and years and become better at it every single time, you need to change your current version of yourself. You need to become a different person. So instead of trying to be more productive, more focused, more consistent, you first need to identify yourself as that consistent, focused, and productive person. Okay, so don't try to be consistent and focused. Try to become that version first. And the way you do that is that you craft a different version of you. Who is this 2.0 version of, let's say, John? Who is he? How does he think? What beliefs he has? What emotions he feels every single day? How he feels every single day? And what behaviors he does? And once you outline this, let's say you are John, and you outline everything how John 2.0 should look like and be, then the next step is to embody that version of you, embody that John 2.0. And from there, productivity, focus, consistency, and discipline is going to be super easy. It's going to be a piece of cake because it's natural too. You don't have to force yourself. You don't have to spend motivation and willpower and all of the energy and effort on trying to be consistent because you already are consistent. To give you a personal example, when I tried to be more focused and I tried to sit down behind my desk and do the deep work and I tried to be consistent with my routines, I did everything I could to externally optimize my environment, block websites that were distracting me to ensure they are not distracting me anymore, and I did everything that I could. But again, I wasn't consistent with it. I wasn't able to sustain that behavior because I found myself back in my old patterns. So once I crafted this 2.0 version of Miriam and who she is, how she acts, what she believes in, how she sees herself, so self-image, self-concept, I changed that and I crafted a new one and I embodied that version, not year after, but in that second, in that minute, in that moment, I became that person that I needed to be. So whenever a distraction, whenever I had this urge to click off from what I was working on, I was writing a piece of content and I had an urge to click on YouTube and watch a video, I remind myself of who I am. I said, this is not who I am. I don't do this anymore. And I went back to being focused. And of course, beginnings are the most difficult ones. You need to build a habit of you being a new version of yourself. It takes time and repetition, just like when you're trying to build muscle in the gym. It takes some time and reps to get there. So the same when you're trying to not change yourself, but upgrade yourself. That's the biggest thing. You're not trying to change yourself. You are instantly shifting into a new version of yourself. And the change is as easy as that. It doesn't have to be in months and years. It can be in seconds. All it takes is just this one decision that, yes, I am this version. I'm this version right now, and this is who I am. And to understand who you are, you need to get a clear picture, a blueprint of who this person is. Be detailed. Write down everything that this person is. All the characteristics, all the traits, everything. And then embody that version of you every single day. Act from that place. Whenever you are about to make a decision, whenever you're about to do something, ask yourself, how would a 2.0 version of myself, what would they do right now? How would they act in this moment? And a question I ask myself every single day, even now, and I used to do this for a year and a half or 2 years maybe at this point, I ask myself, how would a Miriam 2.0 act, feel, and think today? And I visualized myself, before I started to work on my business every morning, I visualized myself going through those tasks, not reacting to my urges, and being that version of myself that I needed to be. And the more I did this, the more I tricked my brain to act as if I'm that person right now, as if I already lived the life that I want. So a person that I crafted for myself was a Miriam that was making 10K per month. How was she acting every single day? What was she thinking about? How did she feel? And I got clear on that, and I visualized myself do that. And a couple months in the future, it happened. Because it was natural. It's a byproduct. I was no longer procrastinating. I was no longer distracted. I was no longer anything that I used to be. I adapted myself into this new version, a version of myself, and all the external things came as a byproduct. All the results, all the money, all the clients, all the success, everything came as a byproduct. And I wasn't distracted anymore because I didn't identify myself as a person that is distracted. So if you're right now struggling to be consistent, if you struggle to procrastinate, if you struggle to do all of these things, yes, apply the right frameworks, right tools. I even give those right tools and frameworks to my clients because they're essential. But it's not the first thing that I do when I work with them. It's I help them build strong foundations, which is their identity, self-image, self-concept. And from there, you can build with these external techniques and methods. And you are going to notice that it's much easier and it's sustainable and you are consistent with it as well. So I hope you took something away from this video. And when you're struggling with this, just apply everything that I just mentioned. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. And if you want me to help you take yourself and your business to the next level, check the description below. You can join my community or apply for one-on-one coaching where I help you apply everything that I just mentioned and much more. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.